them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll run on first down. Cottrell, room to run past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Hey, check back, back 6. Hey, tight. Show it up. Jim.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. First down, Cottrell, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he is going to have a Bills first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Allen. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now Allen again. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Bills. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills will strike first here, this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Play action. It's Jackson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Pulled in at the 24. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. Room here to run. And he's got this down to the 35. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now a give right side. Cottrell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy, couldn't get in there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. On play action, Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week. And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were waiting for it as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now Jackson, he'll buy some time right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here's Hall. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A final shot before half for Allen. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And now here's a carry heading left. Oh, he shifts past him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is
oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On play action, Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big gain there for the Bills.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Just like that. Just like that.
Allen off the play fake. Steps away. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Sanders got it. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Tyler Bass now for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Duvernay. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 59 yards. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Cottrell. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down, Cottrell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. Here's Jackson. eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here at their own 14-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
2nd and 11 now. And to give this time to the tailback. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play here for Buffalo. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.